Hey y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. We are live right here in downtown Knoxville. We've got two acts for you today. Coming up in the second half of the show, we have Maggie Tharp. But right now, y'all give a big welcome to Gilleran and friends.
Some people talking about they want to be free, yeah, to get on down the road, get away from the troubles and cares, and spend some time alone. But soon you find that the problem you're running from, it never has left you. You've only gotten farther from the people you love and the people that love you too. Well, it's good to be back home. Well, it's good to be back home. Come on. Motel rooms and eating at Waffle House, it ain't the life for me. The food's not the same and the beds are colder when you're not here with me. Another night out here singing my songs, another night missing you. With you back home, it's a good thing knowing that you're missing me too. Well, it's good to be back home. Well, it's good to be back home. When you've been gone away a while, it's good to be back home. It's good to see the woman you love and your family too. Well, it's good to see the warm Tennessee sunshine shining down on you. Well, it's good to get on back doing those things you're so used to doing. Yeah, it's good to get on back doing those things you're so used to doing. Thank you very much. This next song, a friend of mine who happens to be here, David Lawver, a fellow songwriter, we were talking about the blues. And I said to David, David, if somebody won the lottery, could they continue to sing the blues? Good question. So we discussed it and figured we'd write a song about it. So it's called Hard to Play the Blues. 2, 3, 4. Well, my daddy used to tell me money don't grow on trees. Well, my daddy used to tell me money don't grow on trees. But money blues ain't no problem since I won the lottery. you've got no house payment, it's awfully hard to sing the blues. Said when you've got no car payment, it's awfully hard to lose. When you've got money in your pocket, it's awfully hard to play the blues. Come on, man. Got no money in my pocket, fat billed folks, it's looking thin. I got no money in my pocket, fat billed folks, looking mighty thin. But money ain't no problem, 'cause I'll just use the ATM. Well, I know you may be thinking my story can't be true. Well, I know you may be thinking, why can't this happen to you? Well, if it does, let me tell you, it's awfully hard to play the blues. Thank you.
That's Gary Gilleran and friends on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Well, why don't we just go ahead and get this out of the way. Why don't you introduce your friends?
Absolutely. On my left, your right, Michael Waddell on the bass. And on my right, your left, Rusty Nordstrom on harmonica. And both are also fellow members of Knoxville Songwriters Association, which we're a part of, and they're very, very good songwriters as well, so you'll probably see them one of these days come through here or hear some of their songs.
All right, well, great. We get a lot of songwriters through here, and we get a lot of songwriters, you know, who are living in Nashville, trying to make it happen, trying to publish songs, sell songs, all that kind of stuff. And it sounded like, you know, a couple of years ago, you gave that a shot.
Well, actually, more than a couple. I moved to Nashville from Chicago in 1972, I guess it was, with aspirations of grandeur. And I heard a guy on the street buskering, and I said, man, who are you recording with, or who are you playing for? He said, hey, I just hang out on the corner here. So I immediately thought I need to get a real job to support my family. So I got an insurance agency. So I've been doing that for, gosh, to raise 5 kids, I had to make some money. So I figured I'd give up music for the time being and maybe pick it up later, Sean.
All right, well, very well. I was trying not to give away your age when I said a couple of years ago, but we could get back to that in just a minute, maybe. So you stopped trying to do that professionally, but you've kept writing songs.
I did.
Ever since then.
Yes, sir. I've doing a lot of church, you know, doing music and special music, and had a traveling job for years. And whenever I'd go on the road, some of these songs, like one I first opened up with, I wrote years ago when I was on the road doing work, not playing music, but doing work, being away from home. So yeah, it's always been in me, you know. Once you get music in you, it's hard to get out of you.
Hard to get out, yeah. So you have 3 CDs.
Yes, sir.
But you have a brand new one. Let's
Yeah,
talk about that one.
I've got them over on the merch table afterwards if anybody wants one. Or you can go to GaryGilleranmusic.com on my website and you can get them that way. But I came out with a CD recently called Jubilee. And I really like it because it's 50 years of music that I've written. And it was the first time I got studio musicians behind me, a whole band. So it's got everything on it from pedal steel to organ and all kinds of stuff on it. So yeah, I'm real happy with it. And all I had to do was sing on that one. So I just wrote the songs, and then the band came and did the music, and I just had to sing. So that was fun.
And so it's been recently that you started really playing out a lot. So talk a little bit about how that happened.
Well, I turned 65 about 7 years ago. And that's when I really started deciding, you know what? Life is too short to just sit home and watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune and go to bed. So I decided to start playing music. So.
All right, well, great. Well, we're happy to have you here with us today. Let's get some more music right now.
I don't know, how many of you folks have people that were affected by California wildfires or the floods in Florida, or not Florida, floods in Carolinas? Anybody? Yeah, there's some people. Yeah, and it's tragic, you know. And I have a son. Well, my brother in North Carolina was affected by the floods. He lives near Asheville, a little town called Weaverville. And I have a nephew that lives in California, and fortunately he wasn't where the wildfires were, but he was close enough to you know, experience the problems others had. And my son works for CARM. He's a stewardship manager. CARM is Knox Area Rescue Ministries. It's not too far from here. And, you know, I realized after those fires and stuff that, you know, you don't need to be a disabled veteran or an alcoholic to be out on the streets and be homeless, do you? It can happen to anybody. You know, just something come through and destroy your home. So that was the idea I had in my head when I wrote this song. It's a gospel message, and it talks about being homeless and also having money. And there's nothing wrong with having money unless you realize that God's blessed you to help others that don't have it. And that's what this song is about. It's called Open Up the Door. I never stood on the interstate and held a sign, "We'll work for food." I never slept in a cardboard box or been in a suicidal mood. I know I ain't no better than one who finds himself there. Sometimes I wonder who is better off, the one who begs or one who doesn't care. The poor man may be homeless, but the rich man, he's empty too. One sleeps on cardboard, one on cotton sheets, but life for both one day will be through. The poor man has a mansion waiting. The rich man wants to build his now. I'd like to live in one forever. I'm thankful God has shown us how. God ain't got no favorites. He loves everyone. So just receive the gift he's given, his one and only son. He's prepared a place for us. Black, white, yellow, rich or poor. So if you hear him knocking, don't hesitate. Open up the door. Poor gets rushed to the ER. Dies, no money, no one who cares. The rich gets put on life support. Best of doctors, surrounded by prayers. Rich or poor, it don't matter. No one wants to find themselves there. God loves the man with no one, and the one surrounded by prayer. God ain't got no favorites. He loves everyone. So just receive the gift he's given, his one and only Son. He's prepared a place for us. Black, white, yellow, rich or poor. So if you hear him knocking, don't hesitate. Open up the door. Because he ain't got no favorites. He loves everyone. So just receive the gift he's given, his one and only Son. He's prepared a place for us. Black, white, yellow, rich or poor. So if you hear him knocking, don't hesitate. Open up the door. Thank you very much. I just recently had my oldest son turn 50 years old. So we were he took me out for dinner for Father's Day for lunch, and I had to give him a hard time about that. So when the waitress came up, I said, "Do you have a senior discount?" She thought I was asking for myself. And I said, "He's turned 50. Does he qualify?" Because, you know, AARP, when you turn 50, you start getting all your mail and stuff. So he didn't like that too much, but neither did I, though, being the father of a 50-year-old. But about 45 years ago, I wrote a song. We were living over here in North Knoxville. And I was coming back from a trip from being out of town, and I had two sons at the time. One came running to me, "Daddy's home." And then the other one kind of stood back, "Who the heck is this dude?" you know? So I told my wife, said, "Oh, man, we need to reconnect." So we spent the day together, and then the result was this song. It's called "World of a 5-Year-Old." Excuse me, wrong song. I was starting to sing a song about a 4-year-old. Let me try that again. When you got 5 kids, you got songs about all of them, you know? It was the summer of '80 in the month of July. On a Sunday night, my boy and I decided it was high time 2 of us get together. He said, "Dad, I want to take some money with me. So he shook from his bank a $5.53. We started out walking and talking down Valley View Road. We hadn't gone far when my son did see a little green apple dangling from a tree. He snatched it down, it was inspected, and it passed the test. Well, the sparkle in his eye told me apples taste best when you're walking with Dad, and I sure felt blessed when he reached to me and said, "Daddy, here, have a bite." Lord, let me see the world he sees, so carefree, he's happy and bold. Lord, let me see the world he sees, the world of a 5-year-old. We walked on further past the junior high, rested on a grassy field, decided to try to shinny on up a tree, a challenge no one dared before. Well, we groped and we squirmed on up from the tree, and from the smile that he wore, it was clear to see what seemed simple to us, to a child, means so much more. A muddy little stream filled with cans and debris soon became to us the raging sea as we threw rock bombs at the paper cup ships below. An old man walking across the bridge told us of a little grandson of his found a turtle named Myrtle lurking in the murky water below. Lord, let me see the world he sees, so carefree, he's happy and free. Lord, let me see the world he sees, the world of a 5-year-old. Well, my son informed me of his tired feet. We both decided something good to eat, and an ice cold drink would enable us to take it home. So he dug in his pocket full of nickels and dimes and said, "Here, Daddy, here's some money of mine. Maybe we can buy something to bring home to Mama and Mark." So we walked on over to the Kmart store. They don't have those anymore. Well, we looked at the toys and then we looked some more, and we almost forgot the reason we went there for. Well, we got us a drink, something to eat, walked on out of the store, out into the street, watched the sunset, singing songs, walking home in the dark. Lord, let me see the world he sees, so carefree, and he does what he's told. Lord, let me see the world he sees, the world of a 5-year-old. Thank you so much. I appreciate, Sean, you hosting and all you folks coming out here today on this hot second day of summer, I guess. It's hot up here, I know that. But anyway, I appreciate y'all listening too on 89.9 FM in the live stream. I'm going to close with a, I don't know what I wanted to close with, but I think we're going to do a Beatles song. because they were real instrumental in me doing what I'm doing, and they affected the world of music in such a big way. But this is a favorite song of mine of theirs off a Rubber Soul album. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay, and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around, and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2. And then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't, and I crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good? Norwegian word. Lie, 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 lie. La, 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 la. Thank you so much, everybody. You have a great day.
That's Gary Gilleran and friends on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. We're going to take a couple of minutes to switch over the stage, and while we do that, I've got some folks to thank. The WDVX Blue Plate Special is presented by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria on Jackson Avenue in Knoxville's Old City, home of the Big Plate on Fridays, and by Modelo Especial. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville. Let's see what that Big Plate is coming up next Friday. We got Wasted Major coming next Friday down at Barley's. Another show that some of y'all might be interested in, a local favorite, Robinella, will be playing on Wednesday on the Blue Plate Special as well. Now tonight we have a show in Oak Ridge called ORNL FCU Summer Sessions, and that's at 6 p.m. It's at Bissell Park in Oak Ridge. It's a free show. Eric Baker and the Young Fables will both be there for that one. So bring your lawn chairs and have some fun with the summer sessions and with ORNL FCU and East Tennessee's own WDVX. We also do a live show every first Friday. And our next one coming up is July 4th. Whoa, I am wrong. I didn't read ahead on that one. We don't have a First Friday show on July 4th like we normally do. So I guess the next First Friday show will be August 1st. Ah, yes. WDVX Summer Nights. We are at Yeehaw Brewing Company at 7 p.m. with host Alex Leach. Our next one of those will be July 9th with the Poe Ramblin' Boys. And then we've got Kid Stuff Live coming up on July 12th with Sarah Perkel. So lots of live music that WDVX makes happen right here in this spot and in other places as well. And one thing we never got around to talking about with Gary is that he and the band are actually playing a show tonight. It's called The Bird and the Book. It's down in Maryville at Southland Bookstore, hosted by Lee Zimmerman at 6 p.m. So if you all want to catch them again down in Maryville. Oh yeah, that's important. One of the band members just came to grab a capo off the desk. Well, this was a little more of a changeover than we often have. We typically don't have two bands, but Johnny is a pro, and he's about got us going already. So let's give our sound guy, Johnny Dotson, a hand. All right, it's looking like we are ready to go, both on the stage and in the booth. So I had the pleasure of hosting this artist last time. I believe she was here on the Blue Plate, and she's got a slightly different looking band, but a great band just like last time. So you all give a big welcome to Maggie Tharp.
We are the same. We both feel the pull of the words that we've got to say. I think it's fate. We both hear a melody on an older road and an empty highway. The light I chase, you're in pursuit. Won't you let me go with you? I see hope in your eyes. It mirrors dreams in mine. No mountain or river can divide. I think we could make something special if we tried. Are we insane for choosing a love that keeps us guessing every day? But we were made this way, bound to a rhythm, to live there within it, to keep it always. That star I follow, you're following too. Won't you let me go with you? I see hope in your eyes. It mirrors dreams in mine. No mountain or river can divide. I think we could make something special if we tried. The beat of the drum and the shadows of sadness and the words that you whisper long before dawn, and the sounds that you love, 'cause it runs in your blood, and a joy that'll echo long after we're gone, and the voices of my sisters, my father, my mother, even strangers say that we sound like each other. The light I chase, you're chasing it too. Oh, won't you let me go with you? I see hope in your eyes. It mirrors dreams in mine. No mountain or river can divide. I think we can make something special. I see hope in your eyes. It mirrors dreams in mine. No mountain or river can divide. Hi, everyone. Oh, I forgot it's the radio for a second. No one can see me. Hi, I'm Maggie Tharp, and this is Maggie Tharp, the band. It's, as you mentioned, it looks a little bit different than it did the last time we played here. And that's because it's really more of just like a collective of my songs just played by a lot of different artists. There's so many great artists here in Knoxville. I want to introduce my band here. I love all these artists. They're just wonderful, and I love getting a chance to play with all of them. So I have Jessica Watson here on banjo and guitar and the beautiful vocals. I have Josh Cottrell on the drums back here and also some beautiful vocals. I don't know if you heard those. And Tim Fletcher, who's also my neighbor here on bass, holding it down. And he's only played these songs one time before this, so give him an extra round of applause, actually. Thank you. Yeah. And this is his first time on the Blue Plate Special as well. So thank you guys for having us all here. We got another song. This one's called Stalemate.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cards laid, barely got to play, but it's a stalemate. They'll say she didn't do her best, but now it's too late. I am not the best at finishing what I start, and other excuses I make for not doing my part. What a shame, believers can't complain if they let them fade. Fool's game, your piece the only cost you've got to pay to play. I am not the best at finishing what I start, and other excuses I make for my wandering heart. You and I, we could have made it for a long time, so new and bright, but you just wanted only my good side, and now I finally know what happens after the credits roll. It's too late, time's up. It's a stalemate for us. I thought I was only being honest, didn't know the cause. You call it a loss, but secretly I know that you'll be better off. I am not the best at finishing what I start. It's not that great, but you know you can't move forward if you don't know where you are. You and I, we could have made it for a long time, so new and bright, but you just wanted only my good side, and now I finally know what happens after the credits roll. It's too late, time's up. It's a stalemate for us. If I see you again, you don't have to pretend that we're still friends. If we did, then we'd be lying. I was never good at your politics. I'm not who I was, but I'm not sure if you were ever who you think you are. But every story has an ending, and everybody plays a part. You and I, we It's too late, time's up. It's a stalemate. Thank you, guys.
That's Maggie Tharp on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Well, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us, Sean.
And it's exciting that you got one band member who's never played the Blue Plate too. That's welcome to you as well. So we were chatting ahead of time about some of the stuff you're working on. You're working on some new recordings. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, a little bit about me. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I only have one of my songs really fully released. So I'm a singer-songwriter with one song currently. So I thought, kind of like Gary was saying, like there's no time like now to kind of go after what you want to do and what you love. So I'm recording 5 songs right now with a lot of musicians that I love and respect, and it should be out sometime in September or October. Hopefully September.
All right, great. And how can people keep up with that and find it when it comes out?
Instagram is the best place.
Instagram
to
is
do
the
that.
best place.
Yeah.
Maggie Tharp Music?
Maggie Tharp Music.
All right,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about kind of how you got to this point of performing out and writing your own songs. I know you've played the piano since you were a kid. You started
Yeah.
writing the songs as a young adult.
Yeah.
How did you get to this spot now?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about this the other day. And do you ever look back on your life and you can kind of see the story, and where it was leading you? And since I started playing piano when I was 7, and my dad's a musician, and I would watch him play music, play guitar and piano, and all that I did with my spare time was play music. We had all these Broadway songbooks, so I would just play music and sing songs, and I've been doing that since I was 7, and now I get to do this for all of you. So I've been playing music kind of forever, and then most recently I got started in Knoxville at the singer-songwriter competition in 2020. My husband and I did a song there, and that kind of started the fire again in us.
Got you rolling. And you play pretty regularly. You have a gig twice a month. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, I get to play a couple times a month at the Dreamwear Hotel down at Dollywood, if you've ever been there. It's a really nice place. A lot of nice people, just a really nice vibe. And so I play piano there, and I do a lot of these songs that I've written, but I also do, a lot of covers. I do Taylor Swift a lot. I do, we do love stories sometimes. So it's a fun gig. I get to kind of play whatever I want to, and everyone is super nice, so it feels like home.
All right, well, great. You got a show coming up next week.
Yes.
Here in Knoxville.
With Jessica Watson, who you've already heard play and sing. We're playing at Trailhead in next Friday, 7 to 10. Yeah, so come on out.
Well, very good. Well, let's get back to some more music.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four.
You can find me on some northern highway, running like a lover to my one soulmate. I'm gonna take the road with a map that's faded. You were the one who said this is your escape. Haven't felt this peace since 2013. Walking with my eyes closed, just like my dreams. All those empty screams, they gave me nothing but a misguided way of coping. Ooh. turning leaves, the mountain lakes and the running streams. My love is in the water gleaming. I know that wherever I go, your love is in the fire glow. The northern wind will guide me home. Where I go then I do not know. Northern highway, tree-lined byway, sunset sky fade. Meets me like days, take my heart and take it. Northern highway, take me home. All right, we're going to do, actually, so speaking of this gig that Jessica and I are doing, we worked up this cover, the two of us here. It's actually called The Two of Us on the Run, and we're going to sing it for you guys. So this is a little bit of a preview for next Friday.
Give me just 1 second. Sean has seen me play enough to know that I tune my instruments, I think, probably more than I actually play them.
That
It's a real
seems,
problem.
I mean, you know it's going to be in tune. That seems important. All right, and Jessica introduced me to this song, and I've been singing Harmony Jessica for a couple of years now, and in a lot of different places, and it is always such a pleasure. She has such a beautiful voice, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, this is called Two of Us on the Run. There are two of us on the run, going so fast every doubt we had is coming undone, falling behind with everything we left there. We held on for far too long, and now we pass so many people on the road. They could come along, I wish they'd been told. They may call it a shot in the dark. From what we know, it's not unheard of. And we'll one day tell a story of how we made something of ourselves now. Our favorite parts are what we'll keep. Ornamental parts of love and parts of memories. Everything else has room to grow. 'Cause in better light, everything changes. So we will one day tell a story of how we made something of ourselves now. Ooh. 2, 3. Even when you get tired, just keep one foot in front of the other. There's no race, no ending in sight. No second too short, no window too tight. Turn off the lights when you leave, 'cause we've got everything we're gonna need. We're on the run, we're on the run, we're on the run, child. We gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run, child. One day, tell a story of how we made something of ourselves now. One day, tell the story of how we made something of ourselves.
That's Maggie Tharp. Getting some help from Jessica Watson on that last one. We're going to get another song from Maggie and the band here in just a minute, but I want to thank you all for hanging out with us today. Thank everybody who's watching and listening out there. And let's just have another big round of applause for our first act, Gary Gilleran and friends. And remember that they're playing tonight in Maryville at Southland Bookstore, part of the Birds and Book series at 6 p.m. And also remember that Maggie and Jessica are going to be playing next Friday at Trailhead Beer Market from 7 to 10. All right. You all got one more for us?
We got one more.
All right.
This is an original. This is called You Just Feel Like Home.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Winter's long from leaving, it looks like snow. So used to seeing everything frozen. Everything's a little harder when it gets so cold. Summer's still a little farther, don't you know? If it was up to me and myself, I wouldn't go anywhere far. Put my shoes back up on the shelf and fall straight into your arms. You just feel like home. Candlelight at fireplace, glowing, glowing. Oh. you keep me guessing. And the way I feel, oh, there's no question. I just love that we're still together. I'll take 30 more years, it keeps getting better. You just feel like home. Candlelight and fireplace. I would love no one else would know. See me like you do, you feel like you feel like
That's Maggie Tharp on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Hope you'll join us next time for more real live music. But right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio.